Hello, everybody, and welcome to Niner Paper Radio's post-game show. I am your host, Jaymie, and I wanted to welcome you all to Niner Paper Radio's post-game show for the 49ers versus Cardinals post-game. All right. Gonna run a little intro video, and then I'm gonna do some housekeeping, and then we'll get into it. Just bear with me for just a second, guys. All right. Welcome. Thank you guys for checking us all out. So I'm gonna go over some few housekeeping items and then we'll get into the game. First thing first, if you want to check out our affiliate link, we have Niner Paper Radio's affiliate link. It'll be in the description of the live stream if you're watching the video, or in the description of the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. Definitely check that out. It's a great way to help support the show and get you guys some sick Niner gear. If you guys want any help on your concert, theater, or sporting events, use our promo code 954 Radio to check out all of that. It helps save you some money and helps us out as well. Also, if you want to just subscribe and keep supporting the show that way, that's also super appreciative. If you go to 954radio.com/subscribe, that's also a great way to help support the show as well. And if you want to follow us on all our social media platforms, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at 954 Radio. And we are at Twitter at 954R on Twitter as well. Alrighty. All right, so that is all the housekeeping for right now. And yeah, guys, NFC West champs, I should say. Niners officially clinched playoffs last weekend and officially clinched the NFC West division title this weekend. We have officially swept the Seahawks. We've officially swept the Cardinals. And we got one more game against the Rams at the end of the season, and we'll see how that goes. And then after that, we will go from there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. And yeah, like as always, if you guys have anything you want to talk about specifically, please feel free to leave in the comments of wherever you are listening or watching or whatever. That's also a great way to help keep you guys involved. I love doing that for you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. Final score was 45-29. 49ers. Niners are officially 11-3 now. And it was a hell of a game, man. This is Brock Purdy's homecoming. He's from Arizona, so he got to play at his home. He had some peeps there to help support him, which was great. He had a really, really good game. I'll go over the stats later, but yeah. And we have Kim. Hey, Jaymie, how about that blowout? That was a heck of a blowout. It really was. It really, really, really was. Oh, my God. Once they started to score points and they went down and started scoring, I felt a lot better. I was getting a little nervous of all the running and stuff. I was getting a little nervous, but once the offense started getting rolling, it was great, and our defense is still phenomenal. But yeah, it was a heck of a blowout, man. And it was scary too because CMC was having a knee thing the whole game, and that was very concerning. And then Purdy went out part of the game too, which was also like not great. He only went out, I think, for two plays, and everybody on Twitter was freaking out. But he's okay. He just had a stinger on his non-throwing arm, so they were able to take care of that. Yeah, Travarius Ward had a really nice game today. Had a lot of pass breakups and had those interceptions in that pick six, which was phenomenal. The defense actually, besides the running by Arizona, played really well, which is my biggest concern going into next week in Baltimore, but I'll let the guys talk about that later. But yeah, like that was my biggest takeaway is that with Armstead and Hargrave out, we were giving up runs a lot. And so not too surprising though, since we were down them, so it is what it is. But yeah, it was, other than that, though, the defense, I felt like they gave up 29 points, but like the game was never, I felt like, never really in question. So I think that's a really good thing. But Freddie played so phenomenal, and it's just so nice that we have a quarterback now. Like, it really, really is, and wild. Because like that touchdown that he had to Debo, I still have no idea how the hell Debo caught that. But he did, and he was in bounds. Once I played the replay, he was in. And he got it in the only space where Debo could get it. It was a tough catch. But I think the biggest thing I'm taking away from this team is that we have seen that this is the potential this team has had this whole time since we started getting our players, and we've been in the playoffs, and we've been a contender the last 2 years. This is the potential that we've been seeing, and we finally have a quarterback who can get the ball down the field and can make those like off schedule plays, which is what Purdy does really well, like that 141-yard touchdown to CMC. And it's just like this whole thing is just crazy that we like looked into Purdy in the 7th round, drafted him, last pick of the draft, and he's just playing out of his freaking mind. And like, he is obviously super talented. And I think he would do well in other systems, but I think he just really fits Kyle's system like really well. And it's just like crazy how the Niners are able to like hit on these late draft picks. It's just insane to me. Because Kittle was like a 5th round. Had a few 5th round. Warner was a 3rd round. We just had like a lot of like later draft picks, and our wide receivers that we used early in like the 1st and 2nd round have turned out pretty nice. So I think like we have a pretty good, not perfect, and we could definitely hit better in the earlier rounds, but like I think we definitely like our scouting team is definitely trying to look for value. Kim, nice he can showcase all the weapons on the team. I agree. That's what's so nice, is like he can get any of them involved. Like Debo's definitely been more involved this year. Him and Ayuk have a really good connection. He's been using Kittle a lot more slowly over like these last few games. And like when he can, he gets Kittle involved, and like him and CMC are on the same page with the run plays. So it's like he's just has done he just really shows the talent when the 49ers offense is all clicking, how great it can be. And it's like, the crazy thing is I think that the offense is playing better than the defense most of the time, and the defense is still playing out of their freaking minds most of the time. So it's wild. And I think the playoffs are going to be a lot of fun. And it's just going to be, hopefully we can win out and we can get that 1 seed and get that bye, because I know the boys probably want it real bad. And we want home field advantage. So that is the hope. But I feel like he just fits this unit, fits this team like a glove, and he understands Kyle's system, which I've heard notoriously is one of the harder offenses to learn. And he's just gotten it down, because he looks like 2016 Matt Ryan, like MVP Matt Ryan when he was in Atlanta, like 2016, 2017, like that era. And so it's just like, I think Kyle has finally found this dude. I feel confident. I know I probably say this every week, but like I feel pretty confident in that we don't have a QB controversy anymore. I know those 2 plays that Sam Darnold was in there, but I was like, oh no. But overall, I think it's going to be It's been a lot of fun, and I really have been enjoying watching this offense. Like, it's finally nice that Kyle's offense is officially open, and we can finally see what Kyle's been wanting to do probably for these last 2 years, that he's finally been able to do it. And this is no shade to Jaymie. And I love Jaymie, and I think Jaymie did as well as he possibly could in this offense. And I think Brock is just a better Jimmy Garoppolo in the respect where he just has that downfield advantage that Jaymie just didn't have. So, because if Jaymie could throw downfield, we would have won that Super Bowl against the Chiefs. If he would have been able to hit Sanders, we probably would have won. So it's just like, it is what it is, and I think it's great that we found him. It's just crazy that we might have he's the front runner for the MVP, which I think is insane. And I'm super excited about that. I think him and CMC are definitely like our top most valuable players. That CMC trade is just, I still can't believe that happened. It feels like a fever dream, and every time he's on the field, it's crazy. I'm so happy for him that he's over here. I know he probably has a very soft spot for Carolina, but like, it'll be nice to see him get in the playoffs and to be able, because he's so cool. It's so talented. And so yeah, I mean, it's just been fun watching the offense, and if we have a really tough game next week, Monday night against Baltimore. That's going to be a rough one, but we'll have to see how it goes. And yeah, I mean, it's just nice that we've been able to showcase all of our offensive weapons, because the defense has been carrying us a lot for the last couple of years, and it's nice that it's more even out, and it feels like the offense is carrying a little bit now. So it's just cool. It's just been a lot of fun. All right. Let's get into some of these stats real quick, and I will do that. Boom. That's that. There we go. All right. The stats. Niners. Brock Purdy, 16 of 25, 242 yards, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey, 18 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Jordan Mason, 5 carries, 20 yards. Debo, 1 carry, 11 yards. And Sam Darnold carried for 2 for -2. So that is that. Also, Sam Darnold threw 2 or 3 for 20 yards when he was in. Receiving, Christian McCaffrey, 5 receptions, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kittle, 2 receptions, 54 yards. Debo, 4 for 48 and 2 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk, 3 for 37. Juszczyk, 2 for 26. Darren Dewan, 1 Jennings, 2 for 25. Bosa had a forced fumble. T.Y. McGill had a forced fumble, and Fred Warner had a forced fumble. I wonder if that's that big fumble that got counted. Devarius Ward had 2 interceptions, 2 pass defended, 79 yards. Defense, Diamondor Lenore had a tackle for loss. Kevin Gibbons had a tackle for loss. Sacks. Fred Warner is credited on half a sack. Nick Bosa had a sack. Javon Kinlaw had a sack. Let's see. Chase Young had half a sack. And Jake Moody was perfect on his field goals and his extra points. And then Ronnie Bell had that rule. So initially ruled a fumble, was recalled and was considered not a fumble because he was ruled down. And that is that. That is all the official stat line. The Ronnie Bell thing is concerning. I think there is some injuries that we have to talk about. Nick Bosa did get hurt because of a weird. I forgot who it was. Was it Gregory? I think it was Gregory pushed somebody into Bosa and it hit the back of his leg. and stuff. So with all the injury stuff, we'll keep you guys updated. There wasn't like too many. I know Lenore got hurt with his ribs and was out the rest of the game, but I think it's because they had such a big lead they didn't want to risk putting him back in. So maybe he's okay. But we'll definitely keep you guys updated if anything serious turns out to be that. And with the injuries that we've previously had, that like Armstead and Hargrave, who didn't play this week. So, but overall, I mean, just how good the Niners are. Don't like that they gave up 29 points, but that's a little bit concerning, especially when we're playing a really top tier team next week. Let me look up if we're home next week. Give me 1 second. I can't remember if we're home or we're in Baltimore. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, we're at home next week, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about travel. I know we played at Baltimore last year, I believe. But yeah, I think Baltimore is going to be a real tough test. It'll be nice to see how they play. I mean, Lamar Jackson is a really phenomenal and quarterback, and obviously has his legs, which is what we scrambling QBs is which we struggle against. So that will be tough. Just very excited to see how that goes. Bryant sent out, smash that like button, everybody. Appreciate the love, Bryant. Appreciate it. But I mean, other than that, it was a good thing. We clinched the NFC West, which I think is awesome. And if we beat the Rams in the last game, we have swept the complete division, which is insane. I don't know when the last time that happened. I have to look it up. But I think that's huge. And if we win all that, we get the 1 seed. We keep the 1 seed. And I know that we are keeping it, and especially depending on how Philly plays. But we've been doing real well lately. So, yeah. I mean, it was a good game. Division games are always tough. I think that's why. And with Kyler coming back officially, because I know we played against Dobbs last time. Kyler was different, so it was a good game. Pretty much went as expected for the most part. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless anybody else has anything left that they want to say, I will start wrapping it up here in the next minute or so. I'll give you guys a few seconds to post anything, and whatnot. But got good homecoming for Purdy, and team played well, traveling down to Arizona. Could go back, get ready for Monday Night Football and Christmas. Yeah, pretty much it. Let's see. All right. I don't think there's anything else. Let's see. Alrighty, I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. Like I said at the top of the show, if you want to help out Niner Faithful Radio, use our affiliate link at shops49ers.com. It'll be in the description of. If you're watching a live stream of this, it's in the description, or if you're listening to the audio version of it, it'll be in the podcast description as well. If you want another way to help support the show and to save you guys some money on all your theater, concert, and sporting events, use our promo code NinerFaithfulRadio. That's a great way for you guys to save some money, and it helps out the show as well. Also, if you want to subscribe to us, if you can't financially, if you want to subscribe or just support us, like always, telling your friends about the show, go to 9faithfulradio.com/subscribe. Also a great way to help support the show. And also, if you want to follow us on any of our social media platforms, we're at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr, and we're at Niner Faithful R on Twitter. So there you go, guys. Love talking to you guys tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy Victory Monday. And we are officially NFC West champions for the second year in a row. And as always, go 49ers. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.